4-5 is famous, baby. Here we go.
And we're back. 4-5 Radio, Clapboards podcast. We got Mitch in the building.
Yo.
Keith in the building.
Yo.
Gates in the building. We're back with another episode. Last episode, we might combine it with this one. We talked about the beginning of the playoffs, round one, round two. No, we're starting fresh. I'm saying this is what we talked about last time.
You gotta get.
I might put a couple clips. I'll look for the highlights. I might chop a couple in there.
All right. So we're gonna start off with conference finals. Western Conference, Warriors sweep the Blazers. Is there even much to talk about with that?
It's tragic. You hate to see it.
I think we all knew that was gonna happen, right?
We did. I just was hoping.
Well, no, I didn't think it was gonna be sweet, but
yeah, I didn't think it was gonna get swept, but I knew it was gonna.
Did you have any faith in the Blazers making it interesting?
I thought if they won the first two, or a game or two, my bad.
I thought 6 games would be like amazing for them.
Yeah.
And they were up. They went up over 15 points, all like for 3 games.
3 games, yeah.
So
did you see Richard Jefferson's tweets?
Nah.
Every time they went up 13, he tweeted that this isn't enough. This isn't a safe lead. He tweeted it all 3 times, and all 3 times that's when the Warriors came back and
17, 13, 15, 20 and under for them.
It don't matter. Warriors and 4.
Doesn't, bro. 3s is more than 2s, so.
Nah, but I feel like if the Blazers could have got the first game, I think they could have made it an interesting series.
It's the Blazers win the first game, it goes max 6 still. But the fact that they had such a deflating loss back-to-back where they had big leads and blew them, I kind of knew. Because I just knew they was at the end of the gas tank anyways. It took a lot to get there. Nobody, if you told me in the beginning of the playoffs, if I asked somebody if they had Portland going to the WCF, I probably would have got yes 1 out of every.
You would have got yes for me. I put them in my bracket just because I saw how it was lined up.
Yeah, and you're 1 out of every 10 to 15 people probably. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think a lot of people. So I feel like they overachieved.
Yeah.
Regardless, like they overachieved. Even with the sweep.
If Houston would have got that 2 seed, then it would have been them in the Western Conference Finals.
Facts. So it was all how it all laid out.
And the Warriors are back to playing like the Warriors.
Yeah.
Like they're looking like vintage classic Warriors. Steph Curry's back. Draymond's playing the best he's ever played.
Ever played.
So
Ever.
that's what I'm saying though. You could say that you think Harden's better than Curry, and I won't get mad at you, but you're not gonna act like Curry. Somebody thinking Curry is better than Harden is like the craziest thing.
No, but you're
a
not
lot
gonna,
of people who are still.
But you're not gonna sit here and
Harden.
act like
You're
Curry's
right.
in the same predicament that Harden's in.
But what I'm saying is, it's an argument. Is it an argument? Yes or no?
No, not after this
okay.
year. Not
All
after
right,
this
all right.
year. No.
What did you just watch in the playoffs, bro?
So what?
Did you just watch
Recency
the first
bias? That's what you're
82
giving me?
I'm
You're
not
giving
finna
me
write
something
off
after.
shit. I'm not finna act like
all
you.
right. So what do you?
All right, and I'm saying in this past
all right.
playoff series, if you put Curry on the Rockets and Harden on the Warriors, who wins?
You could say Houston. I mean, you could say Harden wins.
No, you
I don't
know
think
who wins.
All right, I don't think that's crazy. My point is, it's an argument.
To play devil's advocate on that, I'm just gonna play
Kawhi
devil's
versus
advocate.
Harden is an argument. Curry versus Harden is an argument.
I'm gonna play devil's advocate, right? If you insert any
LeBron,
star guard on the
Curry's
Warriors,
players.
they don't really lose much as long as he can shoot the ball.
All I know is you sat here and said
But you're right.
Clay, Curry,
And he's right,
Draymond.
too.
I said Harden. You said Eric Gordon. That should draw a red
Eric
flag.
Gordon
That should
was
draw a
having-
red flag,
Eric
bro.
Gordon was having a better series than Clay was.
So why? So
Up until those last 2 games.
So here's my question. Here's my question. Is in your book
He
is
was.
Clay should Clay have made an All NBA team this year?
This year, no. I would have put in Beal before I put in. I'm like Beal should.
Whoa. I mean, I'm gonna say that one. I mean,
And
you can't reward for all you Wizards fans. Let me just address that real quick. For all you Wizards fans, right? This is why, regardless of what Beal did, you can't get rewarded for it. When your team is looking at a top 5 pick, there is nothing All NBA about your team.
Yeah,
Period.
about his team, but his team was trash.
Yeah,
So why do you get rewarded on All
because
NBA?
he had a great year.
Well,
and
hold
your
on.
team won 30
We gotta
games.
talk about this later because the other discussions. No,
I just wanted
that's
to
not
put
done.
that out there while we were on the Beal topic. Back to what we were saying.
I want to talk about Beal later
Top
too.
5 is. I'm saying is top 5. It's, other than LeBron and Kawhi, to me, everybody else you could argue.
All right, name
LeBron
me top
and
5 real
Kawhi,
quick.
what you mean?
Name me top 5.
Where's Kevin?
I mean KD, my fault. LeBron and KD. Everybody else, you could make
Toss
a
up?
match. Toss up.
All right.
Who's your top 5?
All right.
I'm gonna go and just any order.
No, you don't matter.
Any order,
Just
yeah,
give me
don't matter.
5.
LeBron, KD, Curry, Kawhi, and then I'm debating between Harden and Giannis,
Okay.
and even AD, who's
Nah.
had a
No.
little bit-
Not enough
Nah,
basketball
no.
players.
Okay. Now my question is, when it comes down to the playoffs, how many of them are going to be as inconsistent as Curry was this year? Because he had games where he had great games. Then he had games where he had god awful games, and not even
If
bad.
we're gonna talk about playoffs, who's
games.
had worse playoffs? Curry or Harden?
Harden just averaged 35
So
throughout the whole
all right,
playoffs.
I'm talking about
I'm talking this year. I'm asking this year.
this year when
'Cause
KD went down.
Harden has never did what Curry did this year. Where how bad it was. Yeah,
he had
hasn't.
one bad game.
No, he
bro.
didn't. No, he
He
didn't.
didn't have more than one bad game. He had more than.
Look up his stats.
No. It's not a stats thing. See, you can't number crunch that. You gotta
can't, you
watch.
can't.
No,
You're doing it with Harden.
You
I already looked
gotta
at the numbers,
watch.
like,
what-
it really
you
is
have to
bad.
watch.
Hold
how
on.
bad he's actually playing.
Hold on. Curry has never had a bad playoff
We're not
series.
gonna do that, bro. He goes ghost all the time. We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that.
I'm just making sure.
There's points in the game where he go ghost. Yes, there's definitely portions of the game he goes ghost.
No,
That's the
portions
thing.
of the series.
If you look at his averages in the playoffs this year, like it's fire. Like it looks like he's
Go to
killing
the-
it.
But
Go
that's
to
why
the
you
game to
can't
game.
look at
Go
the
to the game to
numbers.
game.
Exactly, that's what I'm gonna do.
But all right, but I could make that same argument for Harden. There's nights where Harden gets 35 and he still did not have a good game.
You're right. You're right. But when you're a volume scorer, bro, and defenses gear up to stop you from getting 40 every night, and you still get 40
And
every
the
night.
second best player on your team is PJ Tucker.
PJ, he's a sick.
Best player.
Okay. Even
Second
worse.
be- second most productive. Sorry.
No.
No,
Okay.
he's not. He's
Second
not
best
that
player.
either.
Look. Second best player on the team is Chris Paul. He needs to be in somebody's senior citizen home eating tapioca.
But because of
pudding
that,
and shit,
because
bro.
of that.
It's over.
All right, so
It's
listen,
over.
listen to what I'm just trying to
It's over,
say.
fam.
Because of
Yeah,
that, Harden
He
gets to,
averages what?
because of that, Harden gets to go off. Just like we see when
No,
KD
because of
leave.
that, Harden
no.
had to go.
All right. He had to go off. And when we see KD leave, what happens to Curry?
He goes crazy.
Okay, that's
But
what
you're
I'm
not about
saying.
to.
I
No.
can say that too, bro. If KD, if there's no KD, Curry's numbers are going up.
No. Understandable.
Name of shit.
Understandable.
So
I would
16 games this playoffs. I'm gonna go off what we know Curry for, like his 3-point average and his field goal percentage. Okay, that's fair. I think that's gonna paint the story. 68%, 66%, fire. 44%, 45%, cool. 63%, 66%, amazing. 21%, 11%,
Bad game.
46%, 80%,
Fine game.
57%, 40%,
Good game.
41%, 30%, 37%, 23%,
Bad game.
30%, 22%,
Bad game.
48%, 28%,
Bad game.
39%, 27%,
Bad game.
45%, 36%,
Decent game.
52%, 60%,
Great game.
50%, 28%, 42%, 37%, 44%, 43%.
What does the averages come out to?
It's gonna look good because like
Because it's good. It doesn't look
No,
good.
no,
It's just good. That's what you're telling me.
No, that's
Does
not
it just
how it
look
works.
good?
Because
It's
if you have an amazing game and then you have a god awful game, it averages out
Bro,
to a good average.
bro,
That's how averages work.
Yeah, so he's
So
playing
if you,
good.
If you
So
go
every other
100%
game he's
and
having a-
0%, you're still gonna come out at 50%.
But if every other game are having
still
another
good.
worldly game,
yes,
He's not having a bad playoffs.
But that's the thing. It's not a consistency. There's no consistency in that. It's either he's really good or he's really bad.
No, there was a couple
which
games where it was-
averages out to good.
Nah, bro.
That was more than a couple.
he had about 5 bad games.
Out of
Bad
16
shooting games.
Out of 16.
Bad shooting games.
Okay, good point. Great point.
On
else
the
does he do?
Warriors, where if he's having a bad night, you just go to Clay, you just go to KD, you don't keep chucking him up.
So the sample sizes are smaller.
you say
And
bad
see,
shooting
but my
games
point
like he
is
does
when
anything else
KD
but
leaves,
shoot
what
the ball.
happens? And it's not just this series. It's been since KD has gotten there. When KD doesn't play, he goes crazy
Right,
and they win.
I would understand this argument if Harden had anybody as good as Klay Thompson.
But
or
what I'm
Draymond
trying to
Green
tell
or
y'all
anybody
saying
like that.
I'm not mad at y'all for making an argument, but I'm saying it's an argument. It's not just I'm crazy for thinking Curry's better than him.
Am I biased? I don't mean to intrude, but am I biased by saying that fifth spot could? Am I biased by saying Russ could compete for the fifth spot?
Yes.
Why?
Nah,
Why?
I don't think so.
Why am I biased?
He's not a winner.
How's he not?
He's not a winner.
How's he not a winner?
What round did he get out of this year?
How is he not a winner?
What round did he get out of this year?
Okay, the first round, right? Who did they lose to?
Did he get out of it?
Who did they lose to?
Did he get out of it?
Who did they lose to?
Did he get out of
Who
it?
did they lose to?
Portland.
The team that played where?
Who cares?
Where did they play?
Who
where did they
cares?
play, Jordan?
He didn't win.
Jordan, where did they
He
play?
didn't win.
I'm asking you, where did they play? They beat a seed that was better than them in the next round.
Who cares? We're
What
not
are
talking
you
about
talking
that.
about?
OKC lost to Portland.
To what? The team that was that obviously was the better team this postseason, even than the Nuggets, who finished second in the West, right? Almost 60 wins.
How did Russell
They
play?
were the better team.
How did Russell play?
He played okay.
He played okay.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Okay. I didn't say great, did I?
Do we
Played
gotta,
okay.
Do we got to do what we do?
We
with
could
just
do that.
Curry?
We know. What are we gonna look at? His percentages. We know he's not a good percentage shooter, bro. We know that.
So what do we want to look at to
We're gonna
say
look
that
at
he-
his overall production.
Okay.
Triple doubles.
I just want to say I'm disgusted, Gavin. I'm still thinking about Steph Curry and this James Harden shit.
Bro, a lot of people are going to take Steph Curry over
fuck
Harden.
you.
A lot of people. That's not crazy to say at all.
36,
these last
36
few
is
games
36
proved
though. That's 40.
36 is great. Yeah,
That's
bro. Yeah.
40, bro. That's 40. Yo, if I average 36 in anything,
It's legendary.
if I average
It's not great,
36 in
that's
anything,
legendary.
Curry has legendary years too. Unanimous MVP. It's Harden. Harden might not even get MVP.
it's over with now.
And he still
Giannis-
has better numbers than that.
Giannis shit the bed, bro. He's getting MVP. Giannis shit the bed. Giannis
The
wins,
vote-
he
they
gets
already
MVP.
Voted. They voted after.
I'm just saying.
season ended.
All right, and that's you think that, bro? You really think that?
Yeah.
All right.
You
The
guys
people
ready?
who have votes.
I'm
they said
asking
it.
you. Do you
Come
really
on,
think?
come on, so we can
Do
get
you
this
really
over
think that? All right, so let me hear this.
All right.
You're gonna go. Are you gonna go percentages, or are we gonna go?
I'm
overall
just gonna
game?
read the whole line
All right.
because there's only 5 games, so
You're right.
we can do that. So, game 1, he shot 8 for 17, 47%. He shot 0 for 4 from 3.
No
That's
surprise.
0%.
That's no
100% from the free throw line, though. That's great. 10 rebounds, 10 assists,
Okay.
24 points,
Okay.
4 turnovers.
Triple-double.
He had a triple double that game. Yeah.
3 years in a row. Not that game.
Negative
Not that
10.
game. Not that game.
His plus
this
minus-
is 3 calendar years in a row.
Plus minus, negative 10.
Plus minus. Fucking plus
come on,
minus.
don't
He
do
read a
that.
fucking plus
Don't
minus.
do
I don't want to
that.
hear
Come
no
on,
more.
Skip.
He
Did
read
I
a plus
say I was
minus.
reading the whole
Skip.
line? Did I say I was reading the whole
Now
line?
skip.
Plus minus.
Now skip.
Plus minus.
Did I say I was reading the
He
whole
just
line?
said
Yes or
plus
no?
minus.
Don't do that, Skip.
Plus minus.
So you want me to
Just
leave
go
that
with
out?
Average. Just go with what he averaged. What did he
No,
average?
because I'm going line by line.
Go
'cause
line
we
by
can't
line.
do
I
averages,
respect
right?
that. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Game 2, 5 for 20.
Uh-huh.
He shot 25%,
It's not good.
16% from 3.
Yep, we know that.
But he got his 9 rebounds and 11 assists.
Okay.
Negative 27 though.
Okay.
14 points, by the way.
Okay. 14,
He had a bad
11,
game?
and 9.
Okay. Yo, but you
14, 11, and 9 is a bad game for
but hold on,
us.
but hold
All
on.
right.
But
All
yo,
right.
but see, this is what I
All
don't
right.
like. This is what I don't
A
like.
top 5 player.
What?
That's
So
the
how was
thing.
Giannis? He just shit the fucking
but
bed, the
don't-
whole ECF.
Wait. Don't tell me Curry
shit
can have
the
a
bed.
bad shooting game, and my boy Russ has a bad shooting game and still snag 9 and 11. Like you can't.
Why?
That's
Was
a
I
double
defending
standard.
Curry?
Nah, but I feel like that's a
No.
double
Look at
standard.
Darren and say that, not me.
This how's a double standard. This how it's a double standard that we're about to acknowledge that fucking Giannis had an amazing year and can't shoot the ball to save his fucking grandma from anything.
I can
from
shoot
anything.
better than him.
We all can at this table right now. We all shoot better open threes than Giannis Antetokounmpo right here at this table. Are you kidding me, bro?
You wanna see
He
me,
literally. I just
email
watched
me,
him. No, Miles, I gotta keep going. I gotta keep going. I just watched him for 4 games.
3-point contest.
I just watched him for 4 games in a row, drive until he can't drive no more, and spin wherever he could spin at. That's all he did. I watched him drive and spin every time he touched the ball. No matter if he was in the short corner, no matter if he was at the top of the key, the wing, the block. I watched him drive and spin to the point where he probably dizzy right now. He probably still got motion sickness. Because he didn't.
He do the little in and out.
In and out to what? In and out to what? You cut look,
In
look,
and out cross.
In and out, in and out. You cut it off. What are you gonna do? Spin.
Spin, yeah.
All right.
That's it, yeah.
All right.
But-
So we about to
but
acknowledge.
that's what- you know what I'm saying? Because once you do that in and out, he's at the 3-point line. Once you do that spin, he's at the bucket.
Right.
7 feet.
Normally, except for this series,
It's true.
yeah, and he can't hit a free throw. And he can't hit a free throw.
He airballed one.
But we about to
airballed-
acknowledge.
he airballed a
But we're gonna acknowledge him.
Couple, right?
We're gonna acknowledge him as a top 5 player. But Russ, who we know is not an efficient scorer, we know this, but is a max effort guy and a stat sheet stuffer, can't be considered top 5 because he doesn't shoot the ball well. But the guy who's 7 feet can't shoot the ball well either.
I don't
We're
think
gonna
it's not
acknowledge
because
that.
he doesn't shoot the ball well. It's just he does all that and they don't win. Like that's just what to me. Like
What constitutes is not winning to you in the West?
him not getting out the first
Winning
round this year.
55
like,
games
At
and-
the end of the day, Thunder had a better team than the Blazers, and the Blazers beat the Thunder. So
The Thunder had a better team than the Blazers.
yeah, all right, hold on. Who are the
That's
Blazers?
arguable.
Who are the Blazers' best 2 players?
CJ and Dame.
Damn.
Okay,
What?
is CJ and Dame better than Russell and PG?
As a
That's-
tandem? As a duo? You're going to take the guys who've been playing together their entire career over the guys who've been playing together for 2 years.
Yeah, that's a good point, too.
You are. That's just
So
common
you're
sense.
taking Dame and CJ. So
Yo,
wait,
it's
hold
me
on,
and you.
hold on. Before this series, who did you have coming out of it?
What kind of question is that? I'm a Thunder fan. Why would I not have my team winning?
Okay, so as someone who enjoys basketball,
Right.
putting your bias aside,
My bias aside.
who did you have coming out of it?
The Thunder. What are
Okay.
you talking about?
So what are we talking about
Up until
then?
Dame's 50-footer went in, we was winning. In my brain, period.
Okay.
Up until they sent us home for like it was no comeback. Clock hit zeros, wave us off like this. Up until that, we had a chance. Period.
So after seeing everything you just saw in that series,
Yeah.
how can you say that Russell's a winner when he didn't win?
Because he got outplayed by a guy that had to average 40 to beat him and shoot a 50-foot three to win. Bro, I don't understand how you don't understand how they
Russ
played
leaves
out of this
it out
world.
there every time. Bro.
Every
He
night.
does, bro.
Every night.
He gives it his all, and that's fine.
And
but
he
he's
does,
not
and
a
he,
winner.
and he doesn't not show up. He can have a bad game, but he's not gonna not show up.
And he's hit big shots before. He's hit clutch shots before. He's hit, you know what I'm saying, game-winning
He's
shots.
not gonna not show up. I don't have to worry about when I come into a playoff game. I don't have to worry about if Russ's impact is gonna be felt on the game. It's gonna be felt.
How about this? I'm gonna take this 10 steps further.
Okay.
If Russell's top 5, then I will say he's the only top 5 player that will probably never win a ring
Because of what?
because of how he plays. He's
AI
not a
wasn't top
winner.
5?
AI was I mean top 5 player like currently.
So
Yeah,
look,
I'm saying AI wasn't the top 5 currently.
He was, yeah.
So
what's the problem?
I'm not.
Here's my
understanding
thing.
The argument right there.
No. Here's my thing. If
get what
we
you're saying.
if we give Pop Russ, right? If we give a coach like that, Russell Westbrook,
Mm-hmm.
what are we looking at?
Honestly, like you're mixing night with day right there. So
I'm asking you a question.
So
if you
I
give
can't even
Russ,
tell you what would happen.
if
That's
you
like
how's that mixing night with day? If you give Pat Riley Russell Westbrook, if you give anybody of that stature Russell Westbrook, they're gonna be able to coach him to championships, bro.
I don't
That's
know
my point.
because Pop is structure, Pop is system, Russ is me. Russ is what I want to do.
Bro, if the Thunder make the right moves, they'd win championships.
We don't have the right coach.
If KD never leaves, if they don't fucking get rid of James Harden,
already got
they have,
rings.
They have
If not even
championships.
James departing and all. If Kevin Durant
yeah,
lets
Kevin Durant just stays,
if he
they
lets his
probably win the
nuts hang
finals.
and come back, we win a championship the following year. It's us versus the Cavs.
I don't know.
I agree with
I'm
that.
just gonna say if
I'd
Russell
agree
Westbrook's a
with that.
top 5 player, he's gonna be the only top 5 player that
Yo,
probably.
Russ isn't-
I'll 100% say like he's never winning a ring. I'll say that. I'll say Russell Westbrook's never winning a ring.
I'm gonna hold you to that.
Yo,
That's what's up.
when the Warriors were down 3-1 to the Thunder, right?
And it took Clay to have to get possessed by Jesus.
To bring them back.
Yep.
Was Russ the reason they lost that series or KD?
Talk to me.
It was KD, yeah.
All right, I'm just making sure.
All I'm saying, I'm just playing devil's advocate. I just feel like Russ can be in that discussion.
I don't want you guys to think I'm not a Russ fan.
No,
I
no,
fuck
no,
with
no,
Russ.
no.
I fuck with Russ.
For argument's
He
sake,
averaged
for
like
argument's sake.
30, like
That's fine. Like,
30,
Russ is
11,
a
and
great
9,
player.
some crazy
I'm just
shit.
not giving him top 5. That's all I'm saying.
All right.
And I
All
just
I'm
don't think he's a
saying is
winner.
outside of LeBron and KD, everybody else is a debate.
I like that.
Next topic.
I like that.
So now we got the finals.
Warriors in 4,
Warriors in 4.
maybe 5. 5 max. Instead of going 4.
I don't see where you wrong with that, brother.
Shout out
That's a
Gary.
retweet from you.
That might be a RT. That might be a RT. Hey, it might be on some Lakers. Speaking of AI, it might be on some Lakers Sixers shit where like Kawhi just has one otherworldly game enough to beat them in one game. But that's it.
What you feeling, Miles? Raptors in 6. Raptors in 6, Miles.
You've seen it. I already
Raptors in
put it
6.
up.
Raptors in 6.
Raptors in 6. Let's go.
Yep.
Raptors in
I'm about
7.
to say, don't be disrespectful.
Warriors in 4.
Yeah, I'm gonna go 5. I'm gonna give Giannis.
Even
I'ma
without
give,
KD, it's
doesn't
Warriors are
matter.
winning.
They're a better team without
Come
him.
on.
They click better without him. The game flows better without Kevin Durant
Draymond
on
does
their
more.
team.
Steph Curry does
They
more.
everybody's more engaged.
so. Just for conversation's sake, who's guarding Kawhi? Game 1.
Between
Iguodala.
Draymond and Iguodala.
Iguodala.
Okay.
We're not saying when you screwing your face up. We're not saying he's gonna stop him. We're saying who's gonna guard him. It's gonna be him.
He's
Klay
gonna-
Thompson, maybe. Hold on. You're right. I'm gonna have Klay chase. I'm gonna have them two switch off on that.
Oh,
He's gonna have a good series. And
if
they're gonna
the
lose in 5.
Raptors play how they were playing against the Bucks against the Warriors,
They lose in 5, bro.
they're still losing.
Yes.
What
Yes.
makes you think the Warriors are going to play so well?
Because
they've
that's what they've been
playing
doing
well.
since Kevin Durant has went down. Yo, without Kevin Durant, there's 30-1.
All right. So
30-1.
so since KD's went down, they played 2 games against the Rockets, 4 games against the Blazers. Okay. Are the Raptors better than the Blazers?
Sure.
Yeah. No, I mean, no.
Actually, yeah, I can't even
No.
say that with like it's
No.
not even guaranteed.
No. I'm not about to just throw the no. I'm not gonna do that.
They might be a little bit better just because of Kawhi. Because Kawhi could go at a level that nobody on the Blazers could go to. So
True.
that's the only reason.
I think the Blazers. Are we talking about a full strength Blazers like Nurkic, or are we talking about the Blazers that was just in playoffs?
He just played.
Oh! I'm still taking the Blazers. Yeah. Nah, I'm bugging. That's the
craziest thing I heard tonight.
I'm not bugging, but I forgot they got Marcus Gasol down there. They got some, but it's Marcus Gasol, so I'm not really bugging.
Siakam. Lowry stepped it up.
Lowry, we talking about in that matchup? Bologna and cheese.
He
Bologna
might
and
be,
cheese.
but did he step it up?
But we talking about for that matchup's sake. Bologna and cheese. Danny Green, ham on rye. Get him out of here. They just as good as school lunch, bro. No funny. It's over.
It's over.
It's over.
It's over with.
Russ and PG couldn't guard that. So Van Vliet and Powell and them's gonna guard that? Nah. Save it. It's a great series though. It's 7. It's 7 worthy. Definitely. But I think
you're just saying 4 or 5.
no. We're talking about Blazers. You talking about Blazers Raptors, right? Yeah. I say that'd be 7 worthy.
Oh fuck.
You think the Raptors are winning in 4 or 5?
Yeah, probably 5.
What are you talking about?
The
They
Blazers
just-
are not a good team.
They just beat
had a
Denver.
really good
They just
series.
beat the second best team.
Denver's not a good team at all. And Denver's not a good team. I said that
So
before
who's a
the
good
playoffs.
team in the
and I said
West?
that during the
So
playoffs.
Who's a good team in the West?
They just
Rockets
were
are
the
a
second
good
seed in the
team.
West. LeBron James came to the
Honestly,
West.
So you're saying just Golden
DeMar
State
DeRozan
and
came to
Houston
the
are good
West.
teams in the
those are
West?
the only teams
Get
I
him.
respect. Yes.
Hey, get him. They just
What?
were the second seed
What?
in the West.
What?
Can you stop him, please? Can you
What?
please stop him? The Nuggets is not a good team.
No.
They don't have a great player other than Jokic, so how are they not a good team?
Huh?
They don't have a great player other than Jokic, so how are they not a good team? They were the second seed in the West.
I think you just said it right there. They don't have a great player.
so how are they
other
not a
than
good
Jokic.
team? If you don't have great players, you're a good team.
No.
No, what do you mean?
No.
How? So what are you? How are you the second seed with no good players? Without being a good team and with no good players?
They were a good regular season team. I don't think they were a good playoff
They
team.
took them to 7.
So?
And they were 1 game away from the Western Conference Finals.
They took who to 7?
There's not only 2 good teams in the West. There's not only 2
Hold on.
good teams in the West.
Who did they take to 7?
the Blazers who played in the Western Conference Finals.
Bro, and the Blazers are ass.
The Blazers aren't ass just because they got
Yes.
swept by the Warriors.
Yo.
They're not ass. The Warriors are just different.
So-
The Warriors are gonna sweep the Raptors too.
Don't even worry about
I
it.
don't think out of the Western Conference, the only respectable teams are
That's because you've seen them. You've
The
seen the
Warriors
Warriors
and the
get to the. You've seen the Warriors get to the.
How are the
finals every
Nuggets
year,
not
that's why.
respectable? They almost
Yo.
won 60 games.
You live to fight another
great regular season.
Jamal
team.
Murray can't
Great
even.
regular
Jamal
season
Murray
team.
is 21 years old, bro.
And he had a good
is.
playoffs.
Great.
He had a great playoffs.
That's gonna be a good team to see in the future.
They're good right now.
What are you
I
talking
can't
about?
wait to see them in the future. I hope Michael Porter Jr. comes back and is everything he's.
If he plays, if he was healthy this year, they're in the finals almost. There's 6 games. Warriors.
he would have been a rookie. He's not doing that quite yet. Come on,
They're
you know that.
If that
I mean,
man-
he
if-
didn't even play a year in college.
I'm
He's
gonna tell
not
you.
ready. Come
I'm
on,
gonna tell
know
you
that.
right now. If that man back check out, we're gonna see the greatest.
It's
we're
not
gonna
even
see
his back anymore.
That came from the back though. The foot, right?
It did, yeah.
It came from the back. Okay. If we can get anything remotely close to the Michael Porter Jr. we're supposed to see, he'll be a top 5 talent in the NBA in 3 years. As long as health clearing wise, as long as he's healthy and everything goes accordingly, he'll be a top 5 talent in the NBA.
I think he could be a top 5 talent in the NBA if everything pans out for him. But I don't think it's gonna be 3 years. Maybe like 5 or. It's gonna be further down the line for sure. There's a lot of talent here. You can't. That's rushing it.
It's not.
But-
He just had a whole year sitting off with NBA trainers and specialists and doctors, and he had a whole year to really learn how the NBA game goes.
Sitting down and watching doesn't do you any good.
Did Ben Simmons a pretty damn good job.
Yeah, Ben Simmons is a great player. He's
And
not-
Michael Porter Jr. is a much more talented prospect than Ben Simmons.
That's like saying next year Ben Simmons could be a top 5 talent in the NBA.
He could be. If Giannis could do it in 1 year, why can't he? He's a jumper away from being a top 5 talent in the NBA, bro. Yeah.
It takes time though. Like that just doesn't come
We've
overnight.
been talking about basketball for 45 minutes.
This is where it went. That's all I'm saying. That's where it went. But the Nuggets are a good team.
Because I feel like Cam. All right, so who do you think is his NBA comparison?
I don't want to say like exactly spot on, but he shows me flashes of like PG, like that kind of player, like a young T-Mac-ish. Like it's certain. Like
you think he could be a superstar?
Yeah, all day, all day, all day.
For me, like I think he could be like a Bradley Beal.
Bradley Beal's not a superstar?
I don't think he's a superstar. No, all-star.
Okay.
Don't you sit here and say Bradley Beal's a superstar?
I didn't say Bradley Beal.
Anthony-
I didn't say Bradley
and-
Beal didn't have a worthy
and
season of All NBA. I said you get All NBA when you perform
All
well
right,
and
but
your
don't
team
sit
wins.
here and say he's a superstar and Anthony
He
Davis
is a-
not an MVP candidate. Like, don't sit here and do that. Don't sit here and do that.
Don't sit here and do what?
That.
Anthony Davis is an all-world player. He's not an MVP candidate. No, he's not.
How do you finish second in MVP voting?
Last
and-
year,
Yeah, not even 12 months ago.
that's fine. And this year he wasn't.
Because
His
he
team
didn't
was
want to be.
trash.
Because he didn't want to be
50
there.
games.
Point is, he's not an MVP caliber player. He hasn't won anything. Period. Just like Giannis is not going to win MVP this year.
What has Russ won?
What has Russ won? Russ got a trip to the finals.
Is he? What has he won?
Russ got a trip to the finals.
I'm not hearing. What
Russ
has-
got a Western Conference
Is he an
champion-
MVP candidate player?
Western Conference championship.
Fuck that.
All right, so what the fuck does Anthony Davis have to show?
Nothing.
All right.
The same amount of thing Russ has.
All right.
Nothing.
All right, Russ has made history.
Exactly,
Russ has
but he's
made
an
history.
MVP candidate. No.
Russ has made history. If Russ doesn't make history, he's not an MVP candidate.
God, that's
He
bullshit,
literally, how is that
bro.
bullshit? Russ had to literally take MVP. They were not going to give that to Russell Westbrook. He had to go take it, bro.
Okay. So if he didn't get that and he finished second in the voting, that doesn't make him a MVP candidate.
Caliber candidate
Or
this year?
an MVP caliber player.
This year?
Even if he didn't win it, even if Russell Westbrook has no MVPs right now, is he not an MVP caliber player?
Are his numbers the same? Is he still triple-double 3 years in a row?
Yes.
The only thing.
so then yeah,
All
nigga.
right, the only thing
Yeah,
you
that's
have,
never been done before.
only thing you could say about Anthony Davis this season was games played. That's it. Because his
Nothing
numbers are there.
else.
All right, I got it. So when Anthony Davis gets somewhere that means something, we can have this talk again.
I guess we can say that about a lot of players. Though.
We
So
can.
Russ has went one round further than Anthony Davis in his
No,
entire...
he went to the finals.
All right, my bad. 2, my bad. Even though he did shit to get to the first one.
He didn't do anything?
Not the way Kevin Durant. What? Kevin Durant was averaging 30 through 3 quarters. Stop playing around. We know who. We know the reason they got there.
No, we know who disappeared.
Yeah.
Russ played. Russ had a 50 ball in the finals.
Yeah, we know.
Your boy disappeared.
No,
That's why we packed him up.
Your
That's why we
boy.
packed him up. He was on a. I will show you clips of James Harden missing fast break layups in the finals.
I will
by
show you
himself.
clips of nobody on the team wanting to guard LeBron besides James Harden.
And that's
so what?
fine.
So
and he still
that
went ghost.
that 7-11 guy.
And he still went ghost, bro. He went ghost in the finals. He
It
did.
don't make no sense.
Like he always do, except for this year.
I don't know.
Shout out to
36.
James this year. Shout out to James this year. Did your thing. Any other time, Casper.
Even though he
disappeared.
beats Russ every time they play in the playoffs. but-
Played once.
And he beat him.
Right.
Fuck.
That's right. All right. And then where'd
Beat
he go?
him.
And then where'd he go?
What? Beat him.
Then where'd he go?
Where did Russ go? He went
Then
to
where
the
did-
fucking couch.
And then where did your boy go?
He went to the next round.
He played a much. And then, and then went like this.
don't
He waves
matter.
his wand and watch me vanish.
No.
Watch me vanish. 27 missed threes. Watch me vanish.
The
I
whole
missed 7 of
team,
them. Watch me
that's
vanish.
That's an NBA
Watch me
record.
vanish.
NBA
I missed
team
7 of
record.
them.
You're going to bring it
I missed
there.
7 of the
Even though
27.
we went 7 games. We
Right.
just went 7 games.
And what did he do in the last one?
They lost. What did Russ do? He was on his couch eating sandwiches. What
And
are you
if you're not
talking about?
first, you're last.
Fuck that. He was nowhere.
Where's the ring at?
Where's Russ's?
Where's the ring at?
Oh, all right.
If you're not first, you're last. We both don't got it.
But he's an MVP candidate, but Anthony Davis is not. No,
Right,
it doesn't
right.
work that way.
Right. I didn't
It
say
does
it.
not
What are you
work
talking
that
about?
way.
What are you
Just
talking
because-
about? Was Russ an MVP candidate this year? No. No.
But he's an MVP caliber player.
He's an MVP caliber player every year he plays. Right or wrong?
All right. Y'all
Exactly.
got it.
I know I do.
Y'all got it. Anthony Davis hasn't won shit. Has nothing to show for his career except for 28 and 10.
What is
Nice.
James Harden won?
Nice.
Nothing.
Shit.
Exactly. MVP caliber player.
He had an otherworldly season.
Don't care.
He
Still-
forced his hand, like I just said. Russell Westbrook did.
Nah, James
He had-
Harden's always been an
Nah.
MVP caliber player.
Yes.
For like the last
28,
5
8,
years.
and 9. Yeah. 30, 11, and 9. Yeah. Stop it. You're chatting.
Keys.
Playoffs. What happened?
All I got is one question: Has
Talk to me.
Harden been an MVP caliber player the past 5 years?
Past
So-
3.
Past 3. Okay.
Yeah.
So we can wrap it up here. 4-5 Clapboards. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram. 45 Inc. And we out of here.